Have you always thought it's tough getting a business loan from the banks, whether it's for a startup, increasing cash flow or buying property? Have you found that banks haven't really been helpful, flexible or even understanding of your business, which ends up with you being turned away? We can offer a better solution. Did you know there are other ways to raise the finance you need for your business other than using conventional methods via the banks? Well, from people who understand what small and medium-sized businesses really need and working together as a group to raise the funds, I would like to introduce you to crowdfunding, also known as peer-to-peer lending. This is a real alternative way to fund your business. Crowdfunding has been around for years, providing many different industries with specific loans funded and backed by people like you and I, known as the investor, bypassing the banks altogether. Stratosphere peer-to-peer lending facilitates a group of investors or individuals with savings that come together and are prepared to lend to small and medium-sized businesses and individuals. In return, they receive a higher interest rate on their savings, as the borrowers and lenders are directly connected through us, bypassing the banks altogether. So how does it work? Let's introduce you to Joe. He's a property developer. He has just found his next property deal and needs to raise £100,000 towards the purchase and development cost. Joe decides to approach Stratosphere peer-to-peer lending and registers his basic contact details using the online form, requesting a face-to-face or conference call meeting. Here's Jane. She's a representative of Stratosphere peer-to-peer lending who discusses with Joe his requirements and assesses the deal with him. Joe is impressed because Jane doesn't ask silly questions, but instead understands the business model and has knowledge of the property sector. Once Joe has been approved, Jane then packages and proposes the deal to the registered lenders, who have also been approved, and invites them to participate by nominating a portion of the total £100,000 Joe seeks. Meet Dan. He's a registered investor and looks at Joe's proposal deal as he is also in property. Dan pledges £20,000. Meet Sarah, another saver who pledges £10,000. Say hi to Alex, he pledges £25,000. Mark also sees this deal and was happy to pledge £50,000, but realises only £45,000 remains as the target and pledges the balance instead. Once the total funds have been raised, Jane issues all the legal documents and transfers the funds to a very happy Joe. Joe completes his development property in good time with 2 months to spare and repays the balance to all investors, and the deal is then completed and closed. Stratosphere peer-to-peer lending is a UK registered limited company regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. We offer an alternative way to raise funds, helping both the borrowers and lenders who come together to support a community of like-minded individuals and avoid jumping through so many hoops that banks insist on. So, if like Joe you require funding or wish to be a registered investor like Dan, fill in our contact form now, which can be found by going to peer-to-peercrowdfunding.com, where Jane will be waiting to meet you.